This might be my favourite e-bike yet. Yes, hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Hitway BK6, a budget folding electrical bike. We are going to take an in-depth look at it now and see if it's worth your hard-earned money. This is from a company called Hitway. I've already peeked inside the box because I'm a huge child. I'll show you how it comes packaged. So the first thing you're greeted with is really good packaging. This thing looks like it's packaged really well, packed really well so they don't get damaged in shipping. It's like a Minecraft block of foam. A box inside a box. So you do get your reflectors, you get your pedals, you get a cool little toolkit as well, I like that. And they actually include a bike lock and a couple of cable ties. Aha! Ha 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 ha! The seat. I love bikes that are 95% put together. I'm going to attempt to lift this thing out. It is already pre-folded, which I like. If I get rid of this. Right, it should be now, just a case of literally folding it out, which I like. Yeah, so this is the bike. I think it comes pretty much assembled. It's got to go around and unclip all these cable ties, but I think that's a pump included there. You get a lock, a pump. Yeah, it has got the 20-inch Fat Boy tyres. I do like the Fat Boy tyre bikes. It's got a really nice LED front headlight. We only have a free pump. This bike is like free gifts galore. It's like everywhere you look, you get them free gifts. You've got a free bike lock. I've got a free awesome looking pump, branded pump. I really appreciate just little touches like that. I think it's great. I'm quite impressed with that. The first thing I recommend before even putting the bike together, if the battery is accessible to take out, get it on charge. I really do like the seating position. Got this really squidgy seat, a lot of suspension in the seat and the post. Yeah, the weather conditions aren't ideal today, but that pedal assist kicks in instantly. Like as soon as you touch the pedal, that motor kicks in. There is 3 levels of assist on this bike, so this is where the 250 watt motors normally do struggle on hills, but it's not too bad at the moment. It's quite effortless, to be honest. I love the grips as well. It's got the palm rest on there and I really like that. Yeah, it's got 7-speed Shimano gears and it's very smooth with those big boy tyres. It rolls over really well. That assist just kicks in instantly. I love the assist, just kicks in effortlessly. I love that. But it's a ridiculously comfortable ride. That seat is lovely with that post suspension. That's the first thing I've really noticed, is just how comfortable this ride is. And it is another step through frame, so it's very, very, very comfortable. I like the handlebar height. It is adjustable as well, which is good. But yeah, the big Fat Boy tyres, they are 20-inch by 3, I believe. So big boy tyres, and it does give a much smoother ride. It almost makes up for the lack of suspension in the bike. And the brakes are really responsive. I've not properly bedded them in yet, and they're still very, very responsive for mechanical brakes. Yeah, so I just want to say a massive thank you to Hitway for sending this bike out. It's a company I've not worked with before, so I was super excited to get this bike and try it. And it's super quiet, the motor. There's a little hum coming from it, which sounds quite satisfying. It's like the sun's coming out for us as well, which is a bonus. I'm quite surprised Hitway have got this bike as cheap as they have, to be honest. The display is a standard digital display, no colour display, so they've saved money there. So they have saved money where they can, and like I always say, where they save money, you save money. Yeah, once I've ridden her for a few days or a week, I'll come back and give a proper in-depth review, but this is my early impressions. The standard of e-bikes on the market at the moment are just incredible. And they're getting cheaper, which is really good. The speedo stops at 15.5. See, we're doing way more than that now, but the speedo is locked at 15.5. We're doing about, I would say, 25 at the moment coming down here. Just need to put the brakes on a little bit here. Just got onto the field now. I'll normally do my overhaul of the bike. I'll show you kind of around the bike, stuff I like and stuff I don't like. I am brutally honest with these reviews. None of them are paid or sponsored, it's just my opinion. And that is the Hitway BK6. First impressions, I'll take you up to the field and kind of show you around the bike now. But yeah, early signs are, it's a great bike for the price, it really is. So this is the Hitway BK6 electrical folding bike. I've just done my maiden voyage on her, taking it around the block just to get my first kind of initial impressions of it. So I thought I'd just take a second to show you around the bike and show you some of the features. Yeah, this bike is from Hitway, nice metal mud guards. I always prefer plastic mud guards because you can get some vibration noise coming out of these, but this one actually isn't too bad. Front suspension fork, sadly not adjustable. A really nice front LED light, and of course you can mount a basket to the front as well with these screws. Collapsible handle stem there. Yep, foldable pedals as well, they just push in. Shimano Tawny gears, 7 of them. The big 20 by 3 inch Fat Boy tyres. This back seat I've had a bit of trouble with. I tried, it come loose. The screws were loose. I've tried to tighten them as much as I can, but it's still loose and it does wobble when it rides. So I've had to put this strap around it, just stop it wobbling. It's the only issue I've had with the bike. We got the removable 36 volt 12 amp hour battery there. It's really comfortable seat with this built-in suspension into the seat post. I really do like that. It has got mechanical brakes there. Yeah, the bike has this lock-in mechanism here, so you can turn it on and off, and then you can remove the battery. I love the way as well you don't have to take the whole seat out. It has this awesome little switch there where you can literally just pop the seat up like that, then you can remove the battery that way. So that's a cool little feature. That is where the bike folds. I do like the look of the welding points. It looks sturdy, it feels sturdy when you're on it as well. It's a digital display, it's not a coloured display, but it is a really nice one. All the information you could possibly need. I've done 4 miles so far on the bike. It tells you your battery level. And like I said, when I was riding, the speedometer literally locks at 15.5. So I like the grips as well. It's got the palm grip. I love this style of grip. Yeah, it's really comfortable. And then you've got your Shimano 7-speed gears. Yeah, it's certainly a good looking bike. I do like the front LED headlight there. It is a nice looking bike, not too heavy. Without the battery, it's relatively light, not too heavy at all. The battery obviously adds some significant weight to it. And it does come with this back light and brake light. It has an included brake light, which I really do like when bikes include that. I need to spend a couple of days with it. I'll probably take it to work this week. Just to run it through its paces. I like to give it a real good test before I give my honest review. My first impressions though are very good. Like I said, it's built well, it was easy to install, packaged well. So yeah, got an itch, sorry. The only issue I found, there's not many places to mount my camera. Taking this on, no issues whatsoever. That is probably the easiest hill climb on any bike I've tested. That was effortless. Wow, I'm so impressed. It took on that hill with ease. This thing's a little beast. It is actually a little beast. Really surprised at that, how easy that was. This might be my favourite e-bike yet. Just arrived at work. I'm using it all week before I do my proper review. So I've clocked up 7 miles there, and I've used, oh, it's come back. It did say I'd used 1 battery bar. So that's not too bad. Do the maths. It did tell me I had lost a bar, but it's come back because probably I've stopped using the motor. I actually ended up taking the seat off and attaching the pannier bag. I prefer the pannier bag, especially for work. I put my lunch in it and stuff like that. A Diet Coke in it and my lunch.
The next day,
Tuesday today, so day 2 of my work commute on this bike, using only level assist 3. That was down to 1 bar coming up that hill. I've done 10 miles, so that was major range anxiety there for a second. Yeah, now it's time for the off-road test with those big Fat Boy tyres. We want to see its off-road capabilities, because you do expect a little bit of off-road capabilities. So we are going to take it to our favourite spot and try it out. That's what these tyres are made for. Hopefully we don't kill any squirrels this time. I've never killed a squirrel, just want to throw that out there. So you do get a lot of dog walkers up here, so I do have to be careful. Oh, Whoa, I suppose the lack of no suspension does hinder it. The tyres kind of soften the blow a little bit. Wow, that was quite the experience, I've got to tell you. Yeah, you do feel the lack of suspension. The big tyres do cushion the blow and the suspension seat, but you can definitely feel, yeah, there's no actual rear suspension in the bike. The front forks do okay. Let's go back through and give it another go. Made me bike all dusty now. But you know, you are safe in knowing you can come across these type of trails and you're not gonna get a puncture. Yeah, it's alright, I think it done alright. And it's starting to bloody rain. Yeah, 17 miles now. So I think that's gonna give me a bit of an idea of what this bike's like. I like to do around 17 to 20 miles just to test it, so I know what I'm talking about basically. I'm not one of these YouTubers who just ride it for 10 minutes and then give an opinion. Everyone's looking at me because I've got a 360 camera strapped to the front of my bike, sticking out. It has only got a 250 watt motor, so it meets all the UK requirements for an e-bike, so that's good. The only thing I would say about these e-bikes is actually the heavy ones with the fat wheels. This bike is relatively heavy. Pushing away at junctions and traffic lights is so hard. I wish they would have a throttle just so you can pull away safely at like junctions and traffic lights. It's the only issue I have with these big heavy bikes. Or even sort of a boost button where you can get kind of an easy start. Yeah, I've had about 5 days now using the Hitway, and I'm quite impressed. I do like it. It's a really good bike for the price. I'll go into what I do like and what I don't like now. But overall, it's a really good commuter bike. Definitely a road bike, but it can tackle some off-road terrain with the big 20-inch tyres. Yeah, for the price, it's about 650 at the moment, time of recording, on the website, and there will be a discount code in the description, so go check that out. The only thing like it gives me range anxiety is the control is a little bit inconsistent with the battery gauge. You are literally skipping from 1 bar to 3 bar to 4 bar, and you don't really know where you stand with the battery level. That's the main thing I've got from this bike so far. Like any bike, you have to kind of go out and do real world tests, do your own tests, and see what kind of range you can push out of it. I think every bike's the same out of the box. You don't really know the kind of range. The brochure range is never ever the real range, because it all depends on rider weight, weather conditions and stuff like that. So yeah, do your own tests. Yeah, with the battery in, it's not the lightest bike in the world. It's definitely not something you'd carry up your stairs if you lived in a block of flats. It's definitely not the lightest bike in the world. Ooh, it's not the heaviest, but it's not the lightest. It's kind of mid-range. Bloody hell, it's windy. I took the seat off, as I mentioned. I wasn't a big fan of the seat. The thing is, in these reviews, you've got to try and find positive and negatives. I can't just always be positive, so I have to look for negatives. And I did have to look quite hard on this bike, I've got to be honest. I would say the inconsistent battery level is one, and the seat they put on, the rear seat, I took it off. I just put a pannier bag on it. Yeah, it wasn't screwed in very well and it was flapping all over the place. So I just took it off and replaced it with a pannier. I'm not going to be carting anyone around on it anyway. I think it was only made for kids really. You couldn't get an adult on that seat. Yeah, I don't know how well that's picking up, but you can see there I've done 17 miles. So I've done a fair share of mileage on it. And I think you can't really get to know a bike until you do quite a substantial amount of miles, and I think 17's quite good. I've only ever used it in pedal assist 3 really, because where I live literally full of hills. You have to have it in the pedal assist 3. In terms of pedaling without any help from the motor, I don't think you would. I just think it's too heavy. Show you a little bit of it folding up. It's like the standard really. In the middle, this comes up, that opens up, and this basically folds like this. And then of course you can put the handlebars down, you can fold in the pedals as well, so that's how it basically folds up, and it's easy to get back into position, just like that. That clips in and that goes down, and Bob's your uncle. Simple as that, really easy to get up and down. So of course if you are transporting this in a boot of a car, it's relatively easy to get up and down. Takes about, what, 10 seconds? Yeah, I love the suspension in the seat, it's really comfortable. The big wheels give it a comfortable ride. The 250 watt motor is UK road legal, so you don't have to worry about that. It's quite powerful, it tackles hills well, it folds up, it's cheap, it's pretty much everything you look for in an e-bike, and it's stylish. I've not really mentioned the look of it. Yeah, the step-through frame, and I love the black with the green right, and you can get it in different colours as well, but I do like the black. It's tidy. You can extend the handlebars, the seat. It's a pretty tidy bike, especially for the price. I do recommend it if you are on a budget. Like I said, it comes in under £700. It's got a good front suspension. Sorry about the lack of drone footage. I normally like to get a shot of me on the bike and the drone panning around, but my drone is currently out of action. I need to get a new one in a couple of weeks' time, payday. Do check out all the links in the description. A massive thank you to Hitway for sending it out. I love their brand, I like the bike. Hopefully I can review some more soon. Hook me up. Yeah, and that is it. So I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye for now. Someone else on an electric bike down there. Electric bikes are all over the place. They're so popular. That rain is starting to come down now. Right, let's get home.